Hey guys, stick around and watch how we build this wonderful planter box with and without the back. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so this planter box is 36 inches wide. It is 18 inches deep. This is the exterior dimensions. It is 10 and a half inches tall. The back is 10 and a half as well, because it's the three 2x4s. Stick around and watch to see how we put it together. So you will need, to build this, you will need 6 2x4 by 8 pressure treated boards. You will need 2 1x6 by 6 foot boards. You can choose the different dimensions that you want based on the cut sizes. So the 1x6 is for the inside, and they're also at the back here holding this back wall up. And then everything else is out of 2x4s. You can change how you build the bases. I just wanted to build it quick and easy. This is a quick, easy planter box that anybody can build. It's a great little box. So what you can do is you can also put, I know I make a comment in the video a couple times, is just putting landscape fabric in it if you want to put dirt in it. It's up to you how you want to do this. It's a great little handy planter box. You put it out in your front porch, you put it at the end of your driveway. Another idea is you can put the numbers to your house at the top, or you can put anything that you want on this, right? Let your imagination run wild. But here's a basic planter box video on how to build these. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. We're still at the beginning of January, but we're in a different setting today. We're out in the shed. We're going to start some more woodworking projects. Got a little bit of a heater here to keep me a bit warm. I'll show you guys outside here. It's still snowing out there. I don't know if you can really see all the snow, but it's still snowing. I cleared a path to the shed so I could get out to the shed. Yeah, we're gonna do a couple videos out here in the shed. So this video is gonna be about, I don't know when I'm gonna get to posting this, but it's gonna be making a planter box. So I've got some pressure treated wood here behind me. I've seen a couple different ideas. So this one's gonna be 36 inches by, I believe it's 23 inches or 22 inches. And then it's going to be 11 and a half inches tall off the ground. So it's going to be a small one. And then I'm going to put a backing on it. So you can put it at the end of your driveway and put numbers on it. However, they choose to do it. But I'm going to work on that one. This is the first go at making it, so it might be a little rough, but we're going to see where we get with this one. I'm pretty excited to start some of these projects. Like I said, I know it's still the beginning of January, but I wanted to get some of these projects started because I feel like when the summer comes, we're not going to have the time to do some woodworking. We're going to be doing a lot of other jobs around the house. But I really want to try to get this video going. Like I said, I don't know when it's going to get posted, but I'm going to try working on it now and see how far we get. Stick around for this video, and I hope you guys like it, and I hope it inspires some people to make it. It's really, from the pictures I've seen and what my idea is, my creation is, I really hope that this is a great idea. I am going to be making one for our house here, probably in the spring, probably about April or so. It's going to be a same idea, it's just not going to have the back, but it's going to be a permanent one for the ground. Because the one we have is kind of falling apart. It was kind of one of those ones you buy and you just put the stakes in and put the boards in between it, so it's kind of a cheap kind of idea, but the one I'm going to build is going to be a proper garden bed. So we'll see where this video takes us, and I hope you guys like it and stick around and watch for more. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright guys, so for this planter box, I kind of was just calculating the measurements, and I just wanted to try to find something that was a little appealing. So what we're going to do is it's going to be 36 inches wide, and then I'm just going to change it. I'm going to do 15 inches deep, and then so it'll still be, I think the number I said was 11 and a half, but I'm probably going to go about 12 probably, well, it's 3 boards. So 3 boards, so a board is 3.5 inches, right? Oh, I look at that wrong. 3.5 inches, so 3.5 inches. So 3, 6, 9, 10. I just want to make sure my math's right. 3, 6, 9, and then 10 and a half. So 10 and a half. So after probably about 11, 10 and a half, 11 inches tall. Because it's not going to be too tall, right? It's only going to be, it's going to have 4 boards, so it'll probably be, I think it's 35 inches tall. So it's only going to be about, I don't know, hopefully you guys can see that, about that tall. Which, it's not a huge box, it's just something more, something you can put on the porch, or something you can put at the end of the driveway, or in front of the garage. I'm going to try to make different sizes of this, but I think that's our pretty standard measurement that we're going to do. So yeah, 36 by 10 and a half by 15 inches deep. So I think that's a pretty standard box or so. So we'll get started on that. So I'm going to cut my 36-inch boards. So we're going to be using 2x4s, and we're going to be using 1x6s. It's all pressure treated. So these, I got 6 boards of 2x4s, and I got 7 1x6s. I just got an extra board of each just in case we need it. So it ran me about, it was about $100 for the wood. I'm hoping to get about $200 for these for these projects when I'm done. So that gives me a little bit of margin for labor. So we're going to start. We're going to cut the 36-inch boards. So we're going to go 3 high. So we're going to need 6 36-inch boards, and we're going to need 6 15-inch boards to do the sides. And then I'm probably going to use a 2x4 for the back. We'll see when we get there, but we'll go from there. All right, we'll come back when we start cutting. Alright guys, so we got our boards cut. So I've got 6 boards at 15 inches, and I've got 6 boards at 36 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of get it all, we're going to sand it, sand all the edges of the boards, and then we're going to start, start assembling it slowly. Just so that I make sure everything fits. So I saved these pieces here. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably cut another one because I still have half a board there. And I'm probably going to use those as skid plates to keep them up off the ground. So the box is not going to be 100% sitting on the ground. I'm just going to leave enough room. So then on the bottom of it, when I put, I'm going to use the 1x6 as the bottom. I'll leave a little bit of a gap, not for, just for proper drainage. Because what I'm going to do is I'll probably get a roll of landscape fabric and just coat the inside of it. So when you put dirt in it, it's not going to leak all through, right? So let's get all this set up, and I'll sand it. I'll make that another time-lapse video so you can watch me sand it. I am going to be using that new sander that I got in the I made a review video a couple videos back about that. Check that video out. It's a Mastercraft sander. Let me grab it. I'll show you guys. It's their brushless sander. It's a great little, I did a little demo with it in the video that I did the review on. So this is kind of going to be more of another demo with it, but it's just going to be so you guys can see me using it. But it's a great, I love this thing. I've used it actually once already, but it's a great little sander. So we'll use that. We'll get it all sanded, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so we got all 12 boards there sanded, 6 and 6. We're going to move on to, I'm just going to do a rough assemble here just so we can see what we're dealing with. I don't know how I'm gonna do it on the floor here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it on the bench here. I'm just gonna clean it off just so I don't really feel like working on the ground. I'm just gonna do a bit of a quick cleanup here and I'll come right back. All right, guys. So here we're gonna do our rough assemble here. Somebody might ask, and I just wanted to point out just in case. So I know these boards are gonna go on the inside. Just if somebody does make a comment about it, I did sand the inside of the board just so it takes that roughness off it, right? Just so it makes it easier for us and everybody else. So I'm not gonna make this perfect, but just so I have a rough idea. We'll have a rough idea of what this is gonna look like. I think on the next one that I do, what I might try to do is stagger the boards a little bit. So these boards, these ones will be longer, these ones will be shorter, something like that. Just as a, makes it a little bit stronger, right? So, okay, so, oh, that's on the wrong side, just like that. Okay. Goes there. This is very rough, guys. I'm not making it very perfect. Not yet, anyways. Just so we have a rough. Board's gonna have to be different. There we go. So that's the rough, what the box is going to look like roughly. So I'll just hold it up there so you guys can see. So it's 36 inches this way. It's 15 inches on the inside that side. So it'll be, just grab the tape measure and we'll measure it just so it's, give you action numbers. So yeah, so this one here is 36. This one here is about 18, I can say 18 and a half roughly. Yeah, the board's about an inch, 18, 19, what about 19 inches or so, just so we have a rough number. But then yeah, so I am gonna have to use that board because I'm gonna have to do some insides. I'm gonna put one in each corner. And then on the back, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the 1x6, so it'll stand, actually here, this is cedar 1x6, just so we can use it as a reference. I think this is the same width, yeah. So then they're gonna stand straight up the back like that. I'm not sure, I think I'm gonna put them on the inside. But I'm just not sure how I'm gonna attach that on the back. I might use 1x6 on the back side instead of these. But I think so it'll be just like this. And then we'll run probably about 3 of these boards, I'm gonna say. 1, 2, 3. And then you could put like your address number here. I don't know if you guys caught that. Yeah, you guys will catch that. And then you can put like your address like 1, 2, 3 and then for Main Street or whatever street you live on, right? I think that's the direction I'm gonna go with this. I just wish the back side had a little bit more support, but what I might do is I might not butt it up the front side, I might butt it up with the back side, because then I might put a stringer on the top. Or not a stringer, just a piece on the top. Just so it has a bit of uniformity to it. But I think that's a pretty good direction that we have. I'm just going to check all the boards and see where which board should be on the top and where we are. And then I'm going to start drilling the holes. And I'm going to put it all together, assembling it. I'm probably going to use, where'd they go? These 3-inch deck screws that I got here. I was going to use the smaller ones, but I'm probably just going to use these ones. These 3-inch deck screws. Because then at least it'll go through and grab both boards, right? And hold it nice and tight. And then, yeah guys, we'll go from there. I really hope you guys are liking the video. Stick around the end and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright guys, so we got everything drilled, everything pre-drilled, all the holes. I'm going to... So I'm going to make 2 versions of this. So I'm going to make the whole thing. I'm going to make it with the back. So I changed my mind. I'm I am going to do 2x4s as the uprights at the back. I'm just going to use the 1x6 as 2 uprights to hold those 2x4s onto. That's what I'm going to use the 1x6s for. The other thing is I'm going to, so the second version of this I'm going to build is just the box without the back. So I'm going to build it without the back first, and then I'm going to carry on and I'm going to continue building the back. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use, I'm going to assemble this box right now, and then I'm going to measure it, and I'm going to cut the feet, the 2 feet for the bottom of it, and then I'm going to measure the inside so I can cut the 2 1x6s for the inside. So my thinking is I'm going to use these, I'm going to use these 1x6s as an example. So on the inside it'll be 1, and then there'll be probably just 2. I'll probably center them, off-center them a little bit. So there's probably about a 1/2 inch gap on each side of it, so that there's enough for drainage and for the landscape fabric. So I will have to go down to Canadian Tire and I'll have to get some landscape fabric, but that's I might have some kicking around. Let me take a look, but we'll go from there. At least then this is done and we can call it a day. I'm going to assemble this and we'll come back. There we go. So it's all screwed together. They're all screwed together this way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the length I need for the skirt, for the legs on the bottom. I'm also going to measure for the 2x6s, and I'm going to measure for the uprights on the inside. And then I'll cut the 36-inch back. I'll cut the 1x6s. So what I'll do first is I'm going to do the base and the inside, and then the uprights. I'm going to screw all that together, so that's all done. And then we'll go from there, and then we'll start on the back. I might make the back a part 2, just so it doesn't get too confusing, so you can see the difference as an add-on. But yeah, we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, so we're going to cut the feet. And I'm going to also cut the 1x6 for the inside, so the top, or for the feet, it needs to be 18 inches. And the 1x6 on the inside, I believe it was 33 inches. All right, guys, so we've got the rest of the pieces cut. So we've got the back, so I'll just show you. So we got the inside, we got the pieces for the 4 corners, and we got the 2 pieces for the bottom. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna measure for the 1x6 for the back. I'll cut those, and then we'll get those installed. And then we'll screw everything together. I'll do the base first, and then I'll take a picture, and then I will put the back on. So we'll move you back over here with the saw. So I guess I thought I was done with the saw. I still got a couple more pieces to cut, but that's okay. And we'll come back. so there's the box done. That's without the back on it. So I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna take a couple pictures of this to showcase that. So I got everything mounted down there, and the base is all in there. Everything is good to go on that one. And then we'll come back, we'll do the back part of it. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, so we're going to install the back. We're gonna put it all together first. So this is the bottom, middle, and top. So that's the front side. So I'm gonna flip it over. This, right now, that's the top, middle, bottom. Pull it all towards me here. Just like so. Okay. And these go just like that, right? You guys can see that? Yeah. I'm gonna use the small screws for this one. And this isn't such a big, it's not gonna need 50 screws on it, so I'm just gonna put one in each board. So, this was quite a fun project to build, guys. Really enjoyed this one. Put it up at the end. Right, nice and straight. There we go. And that's nice and flush. Okay, and the bottom one, so that gives it something to grip towards. That, and the middle one. Go. To the other side. Right, nice and flush. Nice and flush. Forward, nice and flush. Alright. There we go. I can almost make boards like that, like a headboard. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to bring that over, I'm going to lay it down, and we're going to throw this on top. So, that was... this is the back side. It's over. This way. Sand it up. There we go. Like this. I don't know if I'm gonna reach this. We're not gonna put. We're just gonna probably put 2 screws in it. Just like that. This would be great for 2 people. I don't know if I can big enough to hold that. As long as I guess I put 1 screw in it, it should be okay. Flush. And that's flush. Okay. And there we go. One planter box. Ready to go. There we go. Alright guys, so there's the final project. I think we did pretty good. Thanks for watching.